Fine, fine, fine. You all win. This is going to be my metagame review for the month of September. And if you guys are expecting some spontaneous, super amazing, some underrated deck that's going to come out of the woodwork and shake up the entire metagame, that's called the ban list. And hopefully in the middle of September, which means there will probably be 2 metagame reviews. So don't worry. No, we will do both of them. This is going to be for the first half of September for those of you that have regionals, those of you that want to go to locals. If you're coming into the game, you're new, you're excited, you have the biggest Y boner of your life. So hopefully this video will help bring you into, hopefully, the light, for a better term, for the minigames. So buckle up, guys, and let's talk about this beast. Alright. Zoo is the best fucking deck at the moment. Pure, it's it. That's all that's really going on at the moment. If you look at the numbers from the last 2 YCSs over, what was it, a week or so ago, Zoo had the most insane numbers since before this deck got fucking neutered on the ban list. Fucking Norden, every time I say that Norden was one of the big things that they did, they made the deck tolerable to play against. So if you are planning to play any time before a ban list this month, I have really bad news for you. You're going to be playing against the furry little animals from down the street as they go through many changes in their lives, whether or not it be maturity, identifying as someone else. It's going to be something that it's going to be that way. So Zoo is going to be your best deck. If you have Zoo, everyone, you have to understand, if you're playing over the next few weeks, everyone's going to have Zoo. The fucking Megatins just released. Everyone has got fucking Zoo. Like, even your mother has Zoo now. Because that's how fucking widespread that this pandemic is now. Now, 2015 called. And in the wonderful year of 2015, Shadow's got the reprints in the Megatins. Many people don't remember this, but 2 weeks after the Megatin release, there was blood. Alright? Many people were severely angry. And by angry, I mean they were stupid angry that they bought Shadows. And this is what I've said with everyone that's buying Zoo Cores at the moment. Get your $20 enjoyment out of them. If the deck doesn't die on the list, congratulations, you blessed. If the deck dies, you got to compete as being a casual player, competing at a competitive player's level, even if it was for a short amount of time. So, you know, you got your $20 worth. I can't really think of any other game where you can spend $20 and have a competitive deck for X amount of time. So, it's definitely a step in the right direction. So, Zoo is your big orphan of the month. You know, I can't really stress it anymore. You know, we've had months of Zoo here. If this is some big shocker to you, well, fuck me, Johnny. You've been in a coma for 16 years and you've just woke up. And for some reason, you think you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't make sense to me, but it's okay. Next up, True Dracco. Reality of the situation, True Dracco should hypothetically be the second best deck. You know, we've seen Joshua Smith playing very phenomenally. I'll prove that only one masterpiece is all it takes. If you have diagrams and masterpieces, and for some reason you haven't sold these cards because you don't think they're going to get hit on the list, then you're in some magical make-believe land. But if you're planning on playing anytime soon, you might want to have some kaijus ready. Zoo is infinitely better. I recommend the Zoo Kaiju variant if you're going to play it at all, because kaijus also beat Masterpiece. Masterpiece is a big fuck you to the current metagame. It really sucks knowing that these 2 decks are still going to be the best. I think the hybrid is still the best between the 2, but numbers have proven me wrong at events. I just like the fact that the True Dracco cards seem like they're more powerful in the metagame. And while that might be true for my local area at more of a global scale in competitive play, that's not really proving to be the case. And it's really unfortunate to see that, because I really like the True Dracco engine merged with Zoo, because if you go down either chain, you know, like, sure, in that particular matchup, you know, things might not seem as good. I mean, if you're playing against the Zoo Dracco and Zoo Dracco, unfortunately, the Zoo engine just seems a little bit more lackluster because, you know, the actual Zoo cards against Masterpiece are just kind of worthless. So, these, as we've said, these are still two of the primary decks. Now, new edition, coming in at number 3 for once, is actually fucking Chainburn. Chainburn just came down and fucking shook the metagame at Worlds and Dragon Duels. Fucking, this shit came out of nowhere and actually took a W. You know, I'm used to seeing L's everywhere, but in a format where it's just kind of set, you know, you've got Balance of Judgment. You've got all that super broken shit, card demise. As long as you can filter away your cards and you're playing against decks that literally regenerate fields and spam, congratulations, you're in a very good situation. It's one of the cool things about Chainburn. The deck literally does not give a fuck. It just burns itself out of its resources, and then it gets rewarded through balance and Chainburn, or, gosh, and card demise. When you have literally the best options at your disposal, just for burning out resources, you know, Chainburn's that deck, and literally it's a budget player's wet dream at the moment. Now, once Zoo goes away, we'll have to wait and see. If we're in a true Dracco format, okay, sure. Decks that generate advantage are the best thing that decks like Chainburn want to play against. You know, things that massively spam the board, things that just try to make free advantage. You know, scapegoats. If you see a scapegoat resolve on you and you have 5 playing Chainburn, you're gonna have the shittiest grin on your face ever when that fucking, you just resolve the kill switch on your opponent as you blow them out. So, I mean, literally that. You know, on the same flip side of that coin is Trickstar. You know, Droll and Lockbird was sold out at Toronto, from what I've been told. Droll and Lockbird had a buyout. There's a reason for this. You guys know why? Because Trickstar Reincarnation and Droll and Lockbird is literally a cheese combo. It doesn't have to win. It doesn't have to have consistent wins, you know, like Zoo and True Dracco, to be recognized by the community. We've already seen with Chainburn as a deck that burn strategy is still viable. Sure, Hanawata is being cited at the moment. That's fine and dandy, but Trickstars don't really care. That's why they have the cheese combo in their deck. It's actually really fucking cool getting the chance to see the resolution and things, you know, cheesing the fuck out of your opponent. Now, that's why I'm putting Trickstars as my number 4. I mean, as something you're going to run into. Just because, you know, the metagame is diverse and whatnot, that cheese combo puts it hella fucking high, which is really fucking good, which is something I would really like to see. Coming in at number 5. Now, there are rogue picks. Sure, we'll discuss those here in a little bit. I didn't forget about ABCs. Number 5 is actually these really fucking weird zombie 60 card decks. Now, I thought that grass looks greener went to 1. I might have missed some memo, but Infernoid, Zombie Lightsworn, all these variants are floating around in today's game, which really is kind of shocking, actually, because with Ash Blossom being a card, you would think that Left Arm Offering wouldn't be seeing any play, but for some fucking reason, it still is. Now, if you're playing against a 60-card deck, you might want to consider holding the Ash Blossom if you drew it. For some reason, a 60-card deck can consistently open up grass more than I can open up my 3 Ash Blossoms in my main deck. I don't actually get how that works. That's all fine and dandy, but if grass resolves and they mill 20, you can still win. That's fine. That's very much an option, but you have to be aware that these are very real decks. These potential combos can come out of nowhere and just literally shit on whatever strategy you're doing. You know, Zoo is one of the only decks I think can recover from getting grassed on for X cards. Fairy Tale Snow is very much a card that you're not going to have a good time with, and it's I hate having to play the game because one card exists, because that one card can blow you out. But if you live your life being afraid of one potential out, then I guess you're not living life to its fullest, which honestly really fucking sucks. Some life advice there. So outside of that, no, ABCs, they're here. They're a relevant deck. I don't think they're as relevant as Chainburn, Trickstars, any of these other meta picks. World Chalice is also worth mentioning. The combo deck, I put them much higher last month. They did alright. They won a giant card in Toronto. You know, the fact that Extra Link is confirmed now in the TCG is something that should be noted, and you should know what you're playing against. But in terms of, you know, in the top 5, no, not this time. 60 card mill decks are more of an issue than World Chalices at this current point in time. You know, people always want me to talk about Blue Eyes. They're not good as much as we want them to be. Same thing with Dark Magicians. You know, they're iconic decks from the show, but they're not doing it. So that's my discussion for the metagame for the beginning of September. If we get a ban list, I will revise this and do another one. But until then, guys, that's all I've got to say about this metagame. Things are still pretty boring. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. I will be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.